Welcome back to What Arty Noobs. This is a Standard B, or in fact actually it's a Standard B Prototipo, I believe. It's located on it's the tier 9 Italian medium, I should say. It's located on the west spawn of Airfield, and this one is under the command of Lomian EU, and you may have just seen a battle where he was in the Progetto. Well, this time he's on Airfield in the Standard B. It's also an auto reloader, and well, the difference in this one, it's got a 105mm, not a 90mm. And I think Lomian's going to show a different approach to the one I did when I played Airfield just recently. Oh, flying leap. Well, this tank was one of the tanks that was put forward for the European tank, the standardised tank. As you can see, very design similarities with the Leopard. It's got that raised rear deck for the engine, which means that it's got less gun depression over the rear. Okay, he's now trying to get shots on the enemy. Oh, somebody fired at him and it hit the ground just in front. And it looks like our teammate in the T-54 lightweight's got a rush of blood to the brain. Or rush of something else to the brain, and unfortunately now he's going to be dead. Yes, he is dead. And up there's a Wizzy 120, and well, luckily he only lost a few hit points there, 62, and it looks like Arty's dialed in on this position as well. Yep, that T-54 lightweight driver wasn't really thinking about what he was doing. The enemy's bound to have some tanks in the rear looking out for somebody just about to do that. Well, Lomian is just going to sit here for a moment, gather his thoughts about what he's going to do next. Now, popping back up because he's gone unspotted, but I'm pretty sure that Wizzy 120 will still be there. Yep, well, he was spotted the moment he fired, and I suspect it was the Wizzy. But now his opposition is an AMX 5120. Now that's also an autoloader, so he's going to need to be careful about what he engages. Okay, he's got a full mag now ready to go. And he's changing the field, so to speak. And I always like somebody who does this, you know, thinks, okay, well, I'm going to move somewhere else to see if I can get any better performance elsewhere. Because sometimes it actually does work out rather well. Okay, he's got targets, a Type 4 Heavy, and okay, he's going for the yellow plate, or is he? No, he's got a red mark, so he wouldn't pen that. I like players who also look at the information that's being provided to you, and it says you won't pen that. Okay, he's loaded the heat, and now he can pen it. It's waiting for the shells to go in. That's the second one. Wait for the third to go in. Oh, we'll definitely be able to pen him now because he's going right through the side. Go for the track. Yeah, isolate him. Keep him in place. The Type 4 is getting ready to shoot. Oh, lovely one. Dodged the shell. And that guy's in reload and gets the third shell in. Now remember, these shells he can do 360 alpha, penetrating 330mm of armor, and the Type 4 is down. But there was somebody firing a shell back in this direction. He's still loaded with the heat, so he needs to be careful because he might need those shells for something else. There is the 705 over there. He could consider reloading, but I think he would rather engage that Malshan and the 705. Okay, he's got a full mag now. Here comes the Leopard. Well, he's easily going to go through a Leopard, no problem whatsoever. And I think the Leopard realised that was a bit of a mistake. And there goes the Leopard. Arty helped him on his way to the 212A. Got a lovely shot in. And of course, Lomian's picked up the spotting for that one. Now, the AMX 5120 is having a look as well. I think he realises that Lomian is actually quite dangerous in this position. And well, it's not the conventional way to get down the cliffs. In fact, actually, it's quite a dangerous way to get down because you can actually crash down and lose hit points. But he managed to work his way down there. And now he's going to change position, I think, so he can engage that AMX 50-120. But he switched back to the APCR. So he's dumped the heat rounds and now going to the APCR rounds. Just waiting for the last shells to go in. The AMX 50-120's got low armor, so should be able to pen him. Now he's low on hit points as well. It looks like he has been taking damage. Now is that AMX 120 active? No, he's not. He's changed position, but he was spotted right at the end, going around the rock, chasing the AMX 50-120. Takes him out with one round, but did take one round for 387, and then took a round from the Wizzy 120, who is over there, but he's in a different position. He needs to get into safety, so he's going to hide behind this rock. Just for the moment, reassess where he's got to go next. There's a 50 TP Markovsky go over there. Or is that the... it's not the Markovsky go. But is he going to have to engage that guy? Oh, he's gone up that second channel, so he might be able to hit that 50 TP in the butt. The Leopard's committed himself, and unfortunately he's taken some damage, but we're going to come up behind that 50 TP and drill a new asshole in him. Thank you very much. And another one. Didn't get it in time, but the 50 TP is a one shot, I think. No, he's two shot. Now he's a one shot, and he goes down. The kill goes to the Leopard prototype. Oh, and he's dashing for that gap. Oh, gets taken out. Now that shot came from the T50. Got behind the rock here. Stop here for a moment. The Skoda T50 over there. Now he's moving. Now there's 3 Arty on the enemy team. There's one of them. Time it correctly. He's realised too late that he's being spotted, and he goes down to an Arty shot. 212A, so that's more spotting. Now there's 2 over Arty. One's a 212A, the other one's a Batchat 155-55. They're all tier 9 Arties. There's the other 212A. He's on the move. Missed him with that one. He'll get him in the next one. Are we going to get an Arty help? Nope, that one's gone. So that's his second kill. Now we've just got to find that Batchat 155-55. And my suspicion is he's a bit further north. In fact, he might be in the northeast corner of the map. Okay, we're coming up behind the enemy, waiting for the mag to load. Not going to go near the cap because we don't want the enemy to know exactly what we're up to. Still loading the APCR. He's going to be dueling with a Martian now, but he's probably going to put rounds into that Martian from behind, and that might help him. Oh, he's been spotted. Okay, one in to the turret, and another, and yes, the Batchat announces where he is. He is in the northeast corner. Now that's a single shot Arty, so he's going to have to wait a while before he fires again. Another 20 seconds or so. Okay, he's put the commander back in. But he's got no first aid kit or toolkit now. And, well, there's only 2 enemies left. One's a Waffenträger Aufpanzer IV, the other one's a Batchat. And I believe they're both in this northeast corner. So you're going to have to be careful when he goes around that corner, because the Waffenträger, he might have a very meaty gun, possibly even a 128mm. Just had a quick peek. Did 6 cents go off? No, it didn't. Well, that's interesting. Oh, it was an Arty round going into those bushes. Everyone knows that the Batchat's in that corner. He's playing a waiting game. The Emil's moving up. He's going to try and split their fire. If the Emil's coming in from one angle, that will allow Lomian to go in from a different angle. Arty's already looking. Oh, he's behind! He's behind you! There he is. The bat chat is as blind as a bat, but the Waffenträger isn't, and he's sitting on the corner there, and he can get shots on the Emil. So we've got to take him out. He's looking the wrong way. Hello! Go to town on him. Oh, pulls back to avoid the gun and puts the third round in, but of course now he's got to wait for the reload. So hopefully our friend in the T10 will finish off that Waffenträger. Oh, and he goes down, but we get the spotting. And there's the bat chat. Fires one in. And that's the end of the game. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats and see how we got on. Well, Lomian managed to get a first class tanker in the Prototipo Standard B. He managed to get, in fact, it's the first time he's had a first class tanker in this medium tank. He also managed to get a fire for effect, a spotter, and a bruiser medal. He also picked up a Confederate, an epic for shooting the most enemies or damaging the most enemies tanks more than anyone else, at least 6 tanks subsequently taken down by other teammates. And his win rate for that game was 5,049. So let's have a look at team score. 4,146 hit points of damage. You did do the most damage in the battle, but for some reason no high caliber, and I suspect that might be that he did do some damage or accidentally damage one, or would have damaged one of his own teammates by rubbing up with him or touching him in any way. I know it's odd, but I didn't get the high caliber in my Progetto game, a few that you may have just seen, simply because I fired a round which hit one of my teammates, an E25, whilst he was attacking an enemy, and as a consequence I'm denied the high caliber, and I suspect it for Lomian it's exactly the same with this situation. The next high scorer was the Emil 2 with 3465, and after that it was the Leopard prototype with 2310. When it came to kills, he shared the top spots with... Oh, no, he didn't share the top spot. It was actually the Emil 2 and the M53, M55 on our team. Both got 3 kills apiece. And then came Lomian with 2 kills. He also, the 212A and the Skoda T50 got 2. And there was 2 members of the enemy team who also got 2 kills. But when it came to base XP, it was Lomian. He managed to get 1,319. The Emil 2 managed 895. And so did the M53, M55. Now, why was his base XP so high? Well, you'll find out very shortly. 22 shots fired, 15 direct hits, 13 penetrations, damage of 4,146 hit points, of which 391 were at more than 300 meters. He received 5 hits from the enemy, 2 of them were penetrations, 1 non-penetration, and 3 hits by way of splash damage. He spotted 4 enemy vehicles, damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 2, and this is why his XP is so high, 2,676 hit points of spotting assist in that game. On a premium count, he earned 70,779 credits, got 35,390 from holiday ops, total 106,169, and after repair and ammunition resupply, took away 58,596 credits. He got 26 bonds, that's Veni Vidi Vici, and 1 for the Confederate, and 1,978 XP, times 2 for the first victory, took away 3,957 experience points altogether. So he says, what do you need for an ace? 7k combined? Well, that was what he just did, 7k combined. I think you need to do a lot more, because again, the Prototipo Standard B, like the Progetto, is one of the most highly played tanks in the game, simply because the top tier Italian auto reloaders are so popular because they're really good tanks to play. They do a lot of damage, and they've got quite a unique play style. So in order to get high, an ace tanker, you really do need to push it. You've got to possibly even get as high as a Radley's high calibers, and well, just about everything in order to get the ace tanker. So keep going, because you will get there eventually. But it does show that an Arty player, he can play other tanks and play them well. So he did come out with the top damage, just didn't get the high caliber on this occasion, just like I didn't the other day. But yeah, it's still a very good performance. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thank you for watching.